A very good morning, children. I'm Deepa, your physical science teacher from Dr. Vincent School. So, we are discussing about human eye and colorful world, isn't it? And we have discussed what is the least distance of distant vision and angle of vision, and also structure of human eye, the main parts of the human eye like cornea and aqueous humor, iris, pupil, and what more, lens, retina, all this, optic nerves, all this we have discussed, different parts, what are their uses, isn't it? And next also we have discussed about minimum and maximum focal lengths of the eye lens. What is the maximum focal length of eye lens? It is 2.5 centimeters, which is the distance between eye lens and retina. And what is the minimum focal length of eye lens? 2.27 centimeters, right? And also we have discussed about our common eye defects we are discussing. In that, one of the eye defect we have discussed, what is that? That is myopia. Now in today's session we are going to discuss about another eye defect. What is that? Hypermetropia. So before starting this session, I hope you all are ready with your books, right? Your textbook, notebook, pen, pencil, everything you should be ready. Okay, children? Right. Now, what we have discussed in the previous session about myopia. What is meant by myopia? Myopia is also called as nearsightedness or short-sightedness. Why it is called nearsightedness? Because the person who is suffering from myopia can see the near objects clearly but cannot see the distant objects. Isn't it? That is why it is also called, myopia is also called nearsightedness or short-sightedness. Okay, why the person cannot see? Because the maximum focal length is less than 2.5 centimeters. So the image of the object which is at far distance is forming before the retina only, isn't it? So the person for the correction of this defect, what should be used? Concave lens should be used. Then what will happen if you use concave lens? The object which is at distance, the because of the lens makes the image of that object to form at M. What is M? Myopic point or far point. Means the maximum distance at which the person can see the objects clearly. That is what far point. So the image of that object will form on the far point, which will behave as the object for the eye lens and makes that image to form on retina. So for correction, concave lens is used. And how to find the focal length of that person, that lens which the person should use? That can be found by using our lens formula. So the focal length f equal to minus d. What is d? Distance of far point from the lens. Minus represents what? Negative focal length represents their diverging lens. Diverging lens means concave lens. This is about myopia, which we learnt in our previous session, isn't it? And today's session we are going to learn about hypermetropia, another common defect. So myopia is also called short-sightedness or near-sightedness, isn't it? In the same way, hypermetropia is also called far-sightedness. It is also called far-sightedness. Hypermetropia is also called far-sightedness. Why it is called far-sightedness? What is the meaning of that? Far-sightedness means this person who is suffering with hypermetropia can see the far objects very clearly. Up to object at infinity, the far objects can be seen clearly, but near objects cannot be seen clearly. By this person who is suffering with hypermetropia, that person cannot see the near objects clearly, but can see far objects clearly. Understood? Why? Why like that? Near objects in the sense, what is the least distance of distant vision? It is 25 centimeters, isn't it? But this person who is suffering with hypermetropia cannot see the objects which are at 25 centimeters distance also. Okay, beyond far objects they can see clearly, but the objects which are near, the person cannot see clearly. Why? Why the person cannot see far objects clearly? Because the person who is suffering with hypermetropia, that person's minimum focal length is greater than 2.27 centimeters. What is the reason? Minimum focal length. Minimum focal length is greater than 2 point. Minimum focal length is greater than 2.27 centimeters. That is the reason the person cannot see the near objects clearly. Why? What is happening if the minimum focal length is greater than 2.27 centimeters? See children, see here. What will happen? Now, here is L, least distance of distant vision, and the rays are passing from this object. Object is placed at L. Object is placed at L, that is least distance of distant vision. And okay, now what will happen? See what will happen after bending the rays. As the minimum focal length is more than 2.27 centimeters, what is happening to all the rays? Refracted rays. They are converging at a point beyond retina. It is going beyond the retina when the object is at L, means the 25 centimeters, or even beyond L up to the point H. What is H here? There in myopia, like myopic point, this H is called hypermetrophic point or near point. So H is called H is called near point. What is meant by near point? As I told, 25 centimeters not able to see. Okay, still increase the distance. There will be some minimum distance at which this hypermetrophic person can see the objects clearly. From this H to above, from near point to above up to infinity, near point to infinity, at any point anywhere the object is there, this person can see the objects very clearly. But before H to L, H means near point, so from near point to L is distance of distant vision. Wherever the object is placed, the person cannot see the objects clearly because the converging rays are, the refracted rays are converging beyond retina. The refracted rays are converging beyond retina. So the image is forming beyond retina. So the person cannot see the objects clearly. Understood children? Where if it is in between L and H, anywhere the object is placed in between H and L, the person cannot see the objects clearly. Whereas from H to infinity, wherever the object is, where the image will form, see, observe. If the object is at H, let us consider the object is at H. Now, see where the image is forming. Here is L. Object is placed on H, near point. Then the refracted rays are converging on retina. So image will form exactly on retina. Clear children? If the object is at H or beyond H. If the object is placed Even beyond h means object is at infinity, means all the rays will be parallel to each other. Then also you can observe image is forming on retina, H and L, but object is at infinity. Object is at infinity, then also image is forming on retina, and object is at H, which is near point, also image is forming on retina. Whereas if object is in between H and L, anywhere, any position, then the image is forming beyond retina. All the rays are converging beyond retina because the minimum focal length is greater than 2.27 centimeters. So the person cannot see the object clearly as the image is forming beyond retina. When if the object is in between near point and L, anywhere. What is meant by near point, children? The minimum distance at which a hypermetropic person can see the objects clearly, that is called near point. So from near point to least distance of distant vision, anywhere if you place the object, then the image will form beyond retina, so the person cannot see the objects. Whereas from H to anywhere up to infinity, the image is forming exactly on retina, so the person can see the objects clearly. This is what about hypermetropia defect. Am I clear, children? You all should draw these diagrams, which is very, very important. Please draw. Okay, children? Right. Now, then how to correct this defect? So I think you all understood what is meant by near point. What is meant by near point? The minimum distance at which hypermetrophic person can see the objects clearly is called near point, represented with H. It is called near point or hypermetrophic point. Understood, children? The minimum distance at which a hypermetrophic person can see the objects clearly is called near point, represented with H or hypermetrophic point. Then what is far point or myopic point? The maximum distance at which a myopic person can see the objects clearly is called far point or myopic point, represented with M. Clear, children? Now, how to correct this hypermetropia? What is it is told here? The object is where the object is placed. See here. Now, what we are learning is about correction. Okay. And if the object is at least distance of distant vision. Let us consider the object at least distance of distant vision. Okay. And object is placed here. And this is H. What is meant by H? Hypermetrophic point. Okay. And these are incident rays. Now, when these rays are passing like this, now what is happening? the refracted rays are converging beyond retina. But to make it exactly to converge at retina, we should use what lens? See here. Here is the object. So we should use such a lens that the image of this object will form at HR beyond H. You're understanding, children? We should use a lens which makes that lens will make the image of the object to form either at H or beyond H. Then that image will form as object for eye lens. Then exactly the image will form on retina. I hope I am clear, children. Have you understood? We should use such a lens that the image of this object because of lens should form at H, that is near point or beyond that near point. Then that image will act as a object for this lens, which makes the image to form exactly on retina. Clear, children? So what lens can we use? See, observe here. Here the image should form beyond object, not before object. Image should form beyond object, and it should be virtual image, because object and image should be on same side, isn't it? Object and image should be on same side, and image should form beyond object. For myopia, object and image should be on same side, but image should form before the object. So what lens we used? We used concave lens. Here also object and image should be on same side, means virtual image should form, but the image which is forming should be beyond the object. So what lens should we use? Very good. We should use convex lens. What lens we will use? So we will use convex lens. So by using convex lens, what will happen, you know, children? So this rays which are touching this convex lens will make the image to form on, from this convex lens, the image will be forming on near point. Doctor will suggest such a convex lens that the image will form exactly at near point. Now the image is formed here, which this image will form as a object for lens. Will behave as a object for eye lens. The image which is formed because of convex lens, the image of the object is formed at H. That image which is formed because of convex lens will behave as the object for eye lens. I hope I am clear, children. Now for this eye lens, the object is here. So exactly what will happen? The rays will, now this will make the image to form exactly on retina when this lens are used. Now for this eye lens, the image is at near point. So the rays passing from this image will converge exactly on retina. So the image will form on retina. This is what correction for hypermetropia. So for correction, what lens we will use? Convex lens. So correction of hypermetropia is by convex lens, or simply we can say convex lens. For myopia, concave lens, because image should form before the object. But for hypermetropia, the correction we use convex lens because image should form after the object, beyond the object. So we use convex lens. Understood, children? I hope I am clear. You all understood? So what will happen if you use convex lens? When the object is at least distance of distant vision or any point between H and L, then the rays first will touch the convex lens. Then this convex lens will make the image of this object to form at near point H. Then that image will behave as the object for eye lens, which makes that to form on retina. So exactly now this convex lens is making the image to form on retina. So the person can see the object clearly by using this convex lens. Am I clear, children? This is the correction of biconvex lens. Sorry, correction of hypermetropia by using convex lens. Am I clear? All understood? So will you draw correction diagram? Draw this. Okay, children. Now, every hypermetrophic person will use same type of lens. Can they exchange each other and use the lens? Every hypermetrophic person? No. Isn't it? Why? Why no? All are having same defect, no? All the hypermetrophic persons defect may be same, but this near point is not same for every person. It changes from one person to another person. Understood? Some of the person's near point may be 30 centimeters, other person near point may be 35 centimeters, another person near point may be 40 centimeters. So the doctor will suggest the lens basing on the near point. Basing on the, depending on the near point, the focal length of this convex lens should be used. The focal length of this convex lens should be what the person is using, depends on the near point of that person. Then how can we find that focal length? Let us see how to find the focal length. Focal length of this convex lens. How you will find here? Where is the object? Object is at least distance of distant vision. What is the value of least distance of distant vision? It is 25 centimeters. Apply sign convention, minus 25 centimeters. Whereas image distance V equal to, where is the image forming because of convex lens in the diagram? Image is forming at H, which is the near point. So what is the image distance? Distance between the convex lens and near point, isn't it? Which is considered as small d. We considered it as small d, means distance of near point. Small d means distance of near point, isn't it? See here. Now apply sign convention for this. Image also forming on the same side of the object, isn't it? So what will be the sign convention? Minus d. Understanding, children? Now we want to find focal length. So what formula we will use? We will use lens formula. 1 by f equal to 1 by v minus 1 by u, which is equal to 1 by v how much? Minus d minus 1 by minus 25. See carefully. Minus into minus plus. So minus 1 by d plus minus 1 by d plus 1 by 25. LCM 25d is the LCM. Here what you will get? Minus d plus 25. 1 by f equal to. So what we got here? Can I write it this like this? 1 by f equal to minus d plus 25 can be written as 25 minus d by 25d. Can I write or not? First I wrote positive term, next negative term. So 1 by f equal 25 minus d by 25d. So we want f, focal length. So reciprocal on both sides, shall we do? Then what you will get? F equal to 20d by f equal to 25d by 25 minus d. What is d here, children? D is the distance of the near point. How much distance from the eye lens? Near point distance, that is d. 25 is the least distance of distant vision. Okay, children, you understood this? First, object is placed at least distance of distant vision. With sign convention, it is object distance is minus 25 centimeters. Whereas image, because of convex lens, the image is forming on near point. So the distance of the near point is small d. With the sign convention, it is minus d. Then we will apply lens formula 1 by f equal to 1 by v minus 1 by u, which is equal to 1 by minus d minus 1 by minus 25. That equal to minus 1 by d minus into minus plus 1 by 25. So LCM is 25d. Here minus d plus 25 you got in numerator. So we can write this as 1 by f equal to 25 minus d by 25d. we want f focal length. So we will do reciprocal on both sides. So f equal to 25d by 25 minus d. Like this we will find the focal point, focal length when we know the near point. Clear children? And here definitely we know that this f is greater than 25. Yes, here you know that this D is definitely greater than 25 centimeters, isn't it? Because that's why he is a hypermetrophic person. From 25 centimeters not able to see. So definitely this D is greater than 25. When this D value became greater than 25, then this F value will be positive or not? Isn't it? This D value will be 1 minute children, 1 minute. Small correction. Sorry children, small correction here. Here a small mistake is there. Let us correct here. I am sorry. See here. What is the LCM? 25D. So when LCM is 25D, here what you will get? D into 25. So 1 into 25 you will get. Isn't it? So what you will get here? Minus 25, not minus D. I am sorry children. Please see the correction. In flow, we have written, I wrote the mistake. Please see the correction. Okay, minus 25 and here 25 into D. So what you will get here? 1 into D. So minus 25 plus D you will get. Not minus D plus 25. I'm sorry. Please see the correction. Okay children, minus 25 plus D by 25D. So what you got now? 1 by F equal to, first positive term then negative term let us write. 1 by F equal to D minus 25 by 25D. 1 by F equal to D minus 25 by 25D. Doing reciprocal on both sides. F equal to 25D by D minus 25. This is the correct one children. Please note down. Please see this. Note the correction here. I'm sorry. In flow mistake came there. Here minus 25 plus D. So 1 by F equal to D minus 25 by 25D. Doing reciprocal on both sides, we got F equal to 25D by D minus 25. And here D means distance of near point, which is definitely greater than 25 centimeters. So D is greater than 25 centimeters. So when D is greater than 25, automatically F value will become positive or not? Suppose here D is some 35 you think. 35 minus 25 will be 10 or 30 minus 25 will be 5. So you are getting positive value only F. It will never be negative. So as D greater than 25, F is positive. F is focal length is always positive. As D is greater than 25 centimeters, focal length will be definitely positive. So this positive focal length represents that the lens used is converging lens. What are the converging lens? Convex lens. Positive focal length shows that the lens we are using are converging lens, that is convex lens. In myopia, negative focal length F equal to minus D we got. That negative focal length represents that the lens used are concave lens. Here positive focal length represents that the lens used are converging lens, which is convex lens. Am I clear children? I hope you all understood this. Like this we will find the focal length. This is about hypermetropia. I hope I am clear. All understood this about hypermetropia. So once you will go through your lesson, children, in the textbook. So read about hypermetropia, practice all the diagrams given, which is very, very important. Okay, children. In next session, we will go through another eye defect. Okay, thank you.